Okay, I think we're live.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Morning. Good evening. We're all across the world. Shut up.
Yes, hello everyone, and welcome to this... What is this? Losers Bracket Round 3 match? Or 4?
I think it's round 3. I
Yeah.
just get my stuff. Pretty sure it's 3.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere around 3. But yeah, welcome to this race between Dactyly, the 19th seed, and Milanii, the 52nd seed. Yeah, we've got the good old Sten Ben commentary team back together once again. Has been quite some time.
Indeed. I'm just having a look at the bracket. Do we know whether either of these would face? We don't. The winner is Zero Maverick and Super Mega Dab.
Oh, okay.
I think that's going to be played in the next... I think it's played tonight, actually.
I don't think I saw that on the schedule.
Oh, really? Maybe it hasn't been put up there yet, but I've been notified of that happening.
Yeah, it's
So I'll have
not
to
on,
follow that up.
not on the schedule as of yet.
Fair enough. No problem. No problem. I believe the deadline for round 3 is 20th of May.
Yeah,
So
it's...
that's having done those matches on or
Yes.
before the 20th.
So it gives another 3 days for that to be scheduled and played.
Same for winter round 3 or winter round 4. So I'll have to schedule it for you. But I think we're pretty close to getting started here, right?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Dak to ready up by the looks of things.
Nice.
Alright, they've readied up. We are just waiting for the race to start and then for stream delay to catch up. And then I'll have to do what I can to get this in sync. And Dak stream buffering a little bit for me, which is not helping.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate whenever that happens. But yeah, as we mentioned earlier, we've got Dact versus Milanii. I'm just having a look at Milanii's timer. Milanii has an 11:13. Dact has a 10:44. That's a really, really good time. Recently, in my race, Dact was in really good pace both runs, so I pretty much expect him to be hammering out 2 or 3 sub-11 runs potentially. But Milanii has been playing pretty well as well.
Okay, I think I've got them in sync. Yeah,
Okay.
we're about 2.2 out, and Dak had the start of this timer at 0. So what can you tell
Oh yeah,
me?
he was using race time.
So what can you tell me about Milanii? I don't really know the name that well. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time to do my research today.
I think going into this tournament, Milanii had something like around 11:40, 11:45.
Okay.
But obviously has been doing pretty well since. Won 2 races to get to this point and got close in their winners round bracket. So, but as I was saying earlier, if Dak just manages to pull off 2 reasonably decent runs, not leading cape, not dying, probably take this down 2-0.
Yeah, and we're already seeing a decent lead right off the bat from Dak, just having a much stronger Yoshi's Island 3 than Milanii. Milanii ending up 8 game seconds behind out of the stage.
definitely not want to be giving any free time to Dact. Certainly if he's watching the restream, to make him feel a bit more comfortable as well. But losing P speed again, loses 2 in-game seconds.
And it's small mistakes like this that add up in 11x. It's just being such a short run, just even the smallest mistake can end up making a huge difference.
We haven't really been seeing this recently, where we were seeing pretty standard World 1s from Milanii, but possibly just a bit of nerves.
But regardless of what happens in this race, we're seeing at least one more. So he'll certainly have a chance to redeem himself.
So even though Milanii played room 1 safe, I think 280 is pretty decent.
Oh, definitely not a bad time to get in the race, and it's a lot faster to get, to lose a couple of game seconds than to fall into a pit of lava. Or fall off that cage. Good old fire kill coming out there from Dact. And yeah, ooh, Milanii missing one fireball, but still gets the kill. Yeah, that is correct. No major glitches, it's just no orb, no cloud. As far as this category goes, anyway. So, things like zips and stair clip are still allowed. And I don't think we'll be seeing a stair clip this race, but hopefully we'll see some zips.
So I'm not too sure about Dact's speed.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at reading it on the stream.
It is really hard to tell through a restream.
Yeah, that's not the best speed. I'd guess like 49.
And Dact's going to be saving time again.
Yeah, Milanii.
Speed grab wasn't too good.
Yeah, Milanii landing up on the clouds as well, just having a bit of an issue.
Oh yeah, having to get started again. So I'm looking forward to DS1, highly technical level. It's pretty difficult to get fully optimal, but I reckon we'll possibly see a good attempt from Dact.
Yeah, he certainly knows what it's doing. It's just what he's doing. It's just a matter of getting a good cape frame roll, which is, you never know if that's going to happen.
Oh, that looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, gets through the first section easily. Opts to do a fairly late shell kick and ends up with a decent enough 57. In the meantime, though, Milanii lost his cape to the, I believe, to the Cooper in Dry Room. And then lost his Fire Flower to a fish as well, so he's leaving DS1 small, which, if he's not careful, he has to be careful of the Ripfan fish. It gets out of the level alive, and I reckon he's going to go back for a cape. Which, at this point, I think... I'm not sure if it's technically the fastest, but it's definitely by far the safest decision, especially with the Ghost House coming up.
So that Ghost House wasn't too bad for Dact, but he didn't get B-Ring skip in the second room. So losing a couple of in-game seconds. Got a 64 door, which it isn't too bad for having to make a backup.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. It's one of those things where it could be better, but
he'll possibly be disappointed with that. That's possibly put him a couple of seconds off his PB at this point. But this has been a pretty good race so far.
Yeah, fairly solid run coming out for Dact so far.
Oh, I'm buffering.
Yeah, I had a little bit of buffering on Milani's end.
Oh no, I got... oh, it's still buffering.
Good zips. Yes! Wow, very nice zips from Dact. Pulling off a 290.
Oh, 290, very nice.
Yeah, pretty close to the 91 as well.
Yeah, Milani was getting a bit close to those twos. Could have very easily lost Cape in that fight. Thankfully, didn't.
Hmm. Yeah, Dact having no issues swimming through DS. Sorry, Star World 2. Where'd I get? I know what levels are what. Milani. Oh, okay. Bit of an interesting setup for the zip. Going for it lower down on both of them, actually. Gets the first, but doesn't quite manage the second. Oh, Dact. I think he was going for the item fly there. But it looked like he just sort of turned around wrong, didn't get the flight. And yeah, Dact looks like he's going to get through Star World 4 with no issues. He's flying under the level. And barely misses out on the 72. Yeah, very solid star coming out from Dact. Couldn't have hoped for much better. Milani also not getting the item fly, but I'm not sure whether he was going for it. And actually did save a little bit of time in Star World 3 against Dact. Good door fly from Dact there. Doesn't end up grabbing the cage, which is an easy mistake to make. And he will be going for the D-boost with the Fire Flower, which is just much safer than door 7, and from what I hear, it's actually faster.
Yeah, I believe like 0.2 or 0.3 faster.
Yeah, and you're cutting out annoying global timers with the fireballs, so it's a good strat.
Yeah.
Little bit of a couple of bonks there in Dark Room for Dact. Still not a bad Bowser's Castle, not a bad front door for him. It just needs to pull off Cape Kill. Milani in the meantime.
Milani doesn't have a backup power-ups. We will be seeing room 7.
Ooh, door 7. Not going for the door fly though. Just crouching over that statue. I was a little worried that he'd get fireballed there, but the timers were kind to him.
Yeah, if you're going to be doing it that way, you've got to be very, very comfortable with the global timer to know whether you're going to be in danger or not, but it's a bit risky.
Yeah, I'm not at all comfortable with those global timers. They are too scary for me. Good start to Bowser there for Dact. I imagine we'll see just a clean cape kill from him. He knows what he's doing here. Yep, that looked like ball skip to me. Fairly early ball skip. But yeah, ball skip nonetheless. Nice.
So we're only 2 hits away at this point. It's been looking pretty good for Dact.
Yeah, I think there's a decent chance he's got that one in the bag. He's got this one in the bag.
Ooh. Ooh. Nice. That was really nice. Definitely showing off what he's got. Very, very good race.
Yeah, I think that was a 10:52 SRL time. The race room says 10:55, but I saw Bowser get hit when it said 10:52.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Actually, Dact just mentioned in chat his PB is a 10:51, so he was within a second of PB.
10:50. I thought he had a 10:44.
Nope.
Well, I don't know where I got that number from. Where I saw it. Well, clearly not.
Yeah.
Congrats getting like a couple of seconds off your PB.
Yeah, that's definitely solid for a race. And Milani
finished a couple of seconds. Well.
It looks like Milanii finished with an 11:47 or 11:51 in the race room. Oh, I need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we have
11:47. Pretty good considering what happened. Milanii definitely held on.
Yeah, Milanii, he put up a decent fight, but 10:53 is not an easy
Yeah.
run to beat. Dak he had very few mistakes. And it's you need a really solid run to beat the 10:53, 10:52, whatever it was. Looks like we're having a few frame drop issues on Milani's end, actually.
Yeah. So obviously, Dak pulling off 10:53 compared to Milani's 11:21 PB. It's a pretty big ask. But if Milanii plays close to their PB, it could be competitive. That would be one of Dak's previous races. But I think Dak's looking in a pretty good spot right now.
Okay, I'm gonna see what I can do about resyncing these streams. Please don't set everything on fire. Oh no, I think I set everything on fire. Oh, actually, no, we're still good.
Yeah, nice one, Dak. Safe, Starworld 3. I love it.
There we go. Okay, hopefully that's cut down on a bit of the delay. And yeah, let's just get ready for our next race.
That other Starworld 3 was such a heartbreaker. Like that was on some serious pace. That was on like 10:45, 10:46 pace at that point. A seriously sick run. Like I know it was ahead of my PB, which 10:48. Then bad things happen.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We do have another race coming up in just a couple of minutes. The second of this best of 3 between Dactyly, the 19th seed, and Milanii, the 52nd seed.
Well, yeah, Doc, that's why I was so shaken, because coming out of Star World 2, I was like 0.1 or 0.2 ahead of my PB, but you were like 3 seconds ahead of me. And I was like, this guy's going to clean the floor with me. Like, he's just going to absolutely annihilate me. And then, like, a minute later, I look back, and just things are happening on Star World 3, and I'm like, I don't know what happened, but I'll take it. I'll accept that one. Because if I wasn't watching the stream, and at that point, like, I would have thought I was ahead, but I wasn't. We're actually ahead.
Yeah, I know I've had, back when I was back in the No Star World tournament, back in 2015, I was racing Kakusho, and, like, I'd made, like, mistakes. I died in Roy's, and, like, I was thinking, oh, I must be really far behind, and apparently I was actually ahead at that point. He'd also died in Roy, and I was, like, on pace to beat him. But then I spaghettied Chocolate Island 2 for 3 minutes. I think, had I known what was happening, I might have taken it safer through there. The extra knowledge can be powerful.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, we have both races in the race room. So I think we're ready to start up whenever they are, really. Milanii was just doing a bit of practice between races. Oh. Alright, Dact has readied up. Just waiting on Milanii now, who still has the practice card in at the moment. Alright, Milanii is readied up. In just a few seconds, we will be underway. Alright, the race has started. And... Okay. Not quite in sync. Let me... There we go. Perfect. Yep, so we're back to World 1. Hopefully this will be fairly uneventful. Milanii did lose a bit of time between YI3 and YI4, losing P-speed at a couple of points. So hopefully you can keep up a bit better in this race.
Nothing too much to say about YI2.
Yeah, I mean, everyone sort of has their own different strat for that stage, but they don't save or lose time at all.
Though it looks like Milanii is taking advantage of the brown platform, so hopefully we'll be getting a 259.
Yeah, I did see him running on one of the platforms that moves backwards though, so that cancels it out a little bit. Yeah, barely catching that 58. Actually, he did skip one of the moving platforms towards the end. I think that may have made the difference.
Yeah, I think if he had landed on that one and used it, possibly would have been a 59 still, but we're talking frames, so it's still basically tied.
It's really that won't be what decides the race.
So Milanii passed up in the shell jump, but kicked the shell into the water. Try and spin jump on that because it does save a little bit of lag.
Yeah, and Milanii actually, I think Milanii took an extra dip in the water if I saw that correctly. Although, maybe not, because it caught the same game second. Dact taking it a bit faster on that first cage. Jumping off it to get a bit more horizontal speed.
It looked pretty slick.
Yeah, definitely not a bad room on from Dact.
Reasonably fast and very consistent looking, so definitely what you're looking for in races.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think we've seen an attempted underball, a no switch yet, but maybe at some point. So I'm gonna say I doubt it.
Yeah, good couple of World 1s there. Dact just clawing a little bit of extra time away from Milanii. Just there was like no big mistakes by either of them. It's just small bits of time saved that have all added up for Dact.
Yeah, it's looking a lot better for Milanii this time, and if they continue like their last race, this could be competitive.
Hmm.
But I imagine Dax in the swing of things as well, so probably not going to make it easy for Milanii whatsoever.
No, definitely not.
He's looking pretty comfortable right now.
Yeah, nice looking cape grab.
Milanii continuing to make up for mistakes of last time.
Ooh, Dact overshoots the key. Loses a little bit of time there, but still has the lead over Milanii.
Welcome to the channel. You'll see a lot of Super Mario World here, with probably guess.
And the occasional bit of SMA too.
That's also true.
Ah, good dry room from both of them. Milanii lost cape there in the last race, so it's good to see him get through unscathed. Unfortunately though, he does lose his shell to the third fish. Has to carry the P-switch with him, which loses him a couple of game seconds on Dact. Dact with another 57, which is very nice for DS1.
Still nice to see improvement over last run for Milanii.
Dact not getting the early P-speed, but... and misses the door as well. Which...
So Milanii again getting his feet didn't last time.
Yeah, Milani's just... he's gaining ground on Dact right now.
Yeah, this
Ooh.
run is basically in complete contrast to the last run.
Yeah.
Pretty much every mistake they made last run, they're just nailing it this time.
Yeah, Milanii losing a bit of time to the P-switch throw on the door. At the end of the ghost house. I think we're going to be still within a couple of seconds at the end of this stage.
Well, Milanii, if you like Rando, stay tuned. I don't mean like in the immediate couple of days, but that may happen here at some point.
Yeah, there might be some randomizer happening later in the year. And so far, good looking zips from Dact. Looks like Milanii opting not to zip at all. Dact, I think he got caught. Dact got caught on a ledge, which made him miss out on the 90, but otherwise those were still solid zips. Milanii, going for no zips at all, ends up with an 84, which is good for no zips. But that's lost him a few seconds against Dact.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe Milani's not watching the restream and was hedging his bets.
Yeah, I think
looked like he was playing safe.
I think after the zips in the last race, he might just not have felt confident going for them. I'm not sure.
True.
And yeah, good Star Wars 2 coming out from Dact. Milanii kicking the Yoshi up, and yep, gets through there fine. Oh, Dact actually throws away the P-switch early, and oh, he ran off trying to grab the key, but it takes a little while for the key to activate after coming out of the block, so that lost him a bit of time. Just missing that. Actually, Milanii having a bit of an issue with the stage as well.
Hopefully Star World 4 will go well.
Yeah, you never want to see a run die here.
Unfortunately, we've seen it too many times already.
Yeah, Dact pulls it off just fine. 72. Good flight speed. And Milanii looking like not such a good flight speed. Ends up with a 70 on the timer, but still gets through unscathed.
Nice technique though.
Yeah. Roll down to Bowser's.
This could be interesting. I know that Dact had issues with Bowser in one of, well, actually two, his last three races.
Yeah, you're right. Dact misses the door there. That's just a little bit of ground lost. And Milanii gets through there fine. So Milani's catching up. Also going for the fire D boost. It's good to see that he knows that. couldn't see it last race because he lost fire. Dak
Nice
a
start
little,
from Dak.
little bit of a bonk there, but still gets through fine. Ooh, Milanii though losing his cape to the Mecha Cooper. That is rough. I think we're gonna have to see a mistake from Dact at this point.
Oh yes, absolutely.
If Milanii wants to have a chance. Because Dact was already ahead going into Bowser, and with the advantage of cape kill, it's saving a decent amount of time here.
I don't mean to trivialize this, but this is Dact's race to lose.
Oh no.
Oh my word.
Milanii just not quite jumping onto the Mecha Cooper. And dying in Bowser. That's pretty much sealed it. With beyond the Bowser death, I think Dact's got this one in the bag.
Yeah, I reckon there's basically no reasonable way that this could ever, flip.
Yeah, and Milanii, he knows about the door 3 cape, that's good, but had a little bit of trouble getting there. And now he's headed for door 7, as he did last race. I think he was going for the door fly, but missed the bottom of the 7. So couldn't get into that door with enough flight meter to get flight out of it. And it looks like we'll see Milanii once again entering the Bowser fight as Dact enters phase 3, and Milanii has once again lost cape to a Mecha Cooper in Darkroom. That is quite unfortunate. Yeah, it looks like Dact is finishing up. Very slightly faster than the last run, actually.
Yeah,
10:51
10:51
race time. 10:53 in the race run.
I will explain the difference. One is good and the other sucks.
That is essentially it. So SRL timing is from file select, or I guess one player game, through to last hit on Bowser. SDA timing is starting when you first gain control of Mario in the intro cutscene, to when you lose control of Mario in the Bowser fight. So it's like it can be timed by the first frame that Mario appears in the intro, through to the first frame that Peach appears at the end of the game.
The answer is Dact, and why it's so difficult.
It varies.
It always varies.
Yeah,
but
I think it's like.
I was just gonna say, if you got an optimal hit on phase or on hit 6, I believe it's 1.6 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. But because Bowser has to rise up after you hit him.
Yeah.
That he has to. Like, if you hit Bowser very low, he rises up really slowly before going into the death animation. So that can cause a much larger disparity between SRL and SDA timing.
Well, if your last hit was optimal, then you're talking 10:51 plus 1.6. And it looked on the lower end of 10:51 as well, so it might be a 10:52.
Yeah, but definitely a couple of solid runs. Like 2 runs very close to PB for Dact. Back to back, just 2 very, very solid and well played races for him.
I would say that a 10:52 followed by 10:51 most of the times would end up in a 2-0 victory, especially at this point in the losers bracket. But I think Milanii played pretty well until Bowser.
Yeah, Milanii, that was definitely a solid run coming out from him until Darkroom, really.
Like, let's put it this way, he was like 20 seconds ahead of PB entering Bowser, or at least until Darkroom, which would have been incredible.
Yeah, that was definitely a good run.
So, if either Dactyly or Milanii want to join us in live, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah,
otherwise, I think we're basically done here.
If you happen to feel like an interview, hop on in.
yeah, we can chill, have a little chat.
Alright, we are joined by Dact.
Hello.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Thanks.
congrats
That
on the
was
A
win.
lot better.
Pretty good set of runs, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Pretty damn consistent. Pretty much what I'd expect from yourself. So I'm impressed.
Thanks. Yeah, I've been doing a bit of 96 practice the last couple of days, and I guess it's helped. The match I did against you though was mostly spaghetti. Like when I wasn't making huge
It was.
mistakes, I was playing okay. Yeah.
When I wasn't going
But no, that
slow,
was
I
good.
was going fast.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think next I have. Is it Zero Maverick or like
You've
is he
got-
still with someone to play?
Zero Maverick, oh, you've got the winner of Zero Maverick versus Super Mega Dav.
Yeah, and then if I win against them, it's Andar. If I remember right.
Yes, that is correct. I mean,
Cool.
Xander, clearly a force to be reckoned with. He knocked me
Yeah.
to the losers bracket. You gotta watch out for him.
He did like he had a few upsets if I'm looking at this right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would consider both of his races upsets, I guess. Unless he had one before that, in which case he should win. But definitely against Sten. Well, it depends. How do you feel about that, Sten? Do you consider that an upset?
I do consider it an upset. I found it quite upsetting, actually.
Don't be upset. That's okay.
So looking at this bracket,
Be
I'm
upset.
not sure what Zero's done, but Super Mega Dav won his first match 2-0 and managed to take one against Aaron. One race against Aaron, so losing
Oh, damn, nice.
losing 2-1 to Aaron. So I could yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
I think Dav is the sort of player that consistently gets like low 11-minute times. Like you're talking about 11 minutes and change.
It
So
looks-
obviously a very good player.
Actually, it looks, and looking at this, Zero is the higher seed of the two, but I don't think he's actually won a race yet. His first he was advanced by default. His opponent pulled out. Then he lost to
Yeah.
Louis 2-0, and I think that's put him here.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's how he's ended up here. Yeah, so Zero, in theory, the better player, but he's yet to really prove himself this tournament.
I feel that Zero Maverick is the favorite in that match, and even though he hadn't been playing at all, like he hasn't done anything, really in order to prepare for his matches, he was within half a second of Louis in his first match,
Oh,
and
okay.
Louis didn't really make any mistakes either, which was the even more incredible thing.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
Certainly against Louis, I basically consider that a tie.
Yeah, and I will say
run.
losing to Louis is, I mean, that just happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can't be too sad. about that.
Yeah.
I will have to face Louis in the next couple of days, and we'll see what happens.
Oh,
I
good
think
luck.
winning the first one is essential for me. Otherwise, it's a big ask. Well, it's a big ask anyway. But if I win the first one, maybe I'm the favorite at that point. Who knows? But Louis is going to make it hard for me. I'm looking forward to it though.
Yeah, so that's all we have for now, but if you tune in later today, or tomorrow morning if you're in Australia, like me and Dact, so going in Eastern Time, at 4:30 PM, we have Seathorn versus Volpe in the winners bracket round 4 match. At 9 PM EST, we've got a double header. We have Truman versus Cosmic in losers round 3, and Silverstar 6609 versus Moo Mooney for the winners round 4. And an hour after that, 10 PM, we have W Carrick versus B Squared. So we're in for some good matches tonight.
Volpe versus Seathorn is pretty much my match to catch. It's
Yeah,
such a
that's-
good one.
Yeah, that sounds like it's going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Volp, who's been running this game for ages, pretty much exclusively 11 exit. He has, at one point in time, done 24 hours of 11 exit.
That's very true. You're talking about 5 years of experience versus the machine Seathorn, and
Yeah, hasn't been running this game
it's-
nearly as long, but he is very good.
if it's not exactly 50-50, I would be possibly controversial and say that Volpe is my marginal favorite. Or maybe that's not controversial. Maybe that's the obvious thing to say, but Seathorn is the better seed.
I can't pick this. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea which one of them is going to win.
That's the
I have
thing.
to
If
pick
it's not
Seathorn.
exactly 50-50, it probably is.
I have to pick Seathorn.
You heard it here from Dact.
Versus
Seathorn is guaranteed to win.
His Switch the Yoshi world record.
That is a good reason to pick someone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will guarantee that Volpe will win because I want to face him in round 5 whenever I 100% of the time beat Louis. You heard it here. Looking forward to facing Volpe in round 5. But yeah, that's it from me. That's all I've got.
Yeah, well, I guess that's it from us for tonight. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
See you in about 8 hours then, I guess. Bye. Or 9 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.